Hello and welcome. This is day 3 of 7 days of Chakra Asana with me, Monica. Today we are focusing on the Solar Plexus, also known as the Manipura Chakra. It's located below the ribs and above the navel. So really your center, the center of yourself. It's the fire within. The Solar Plexus is your gut instinct, determination, confidence, boundaries, and inner peace. The solar plexus represents action and transformation, allowing you to be a better version of yourself. It is represented by the color yellow. We're working our way up my chakra mat. So we're now at yellow, the solar plexus. The mantra we'll start with is Ram, R-A-M, and we're going to use the Surya Mudra, which is bringing your ring finger into your center and holding it in place with your thumb. So bringing your 4 fingers and holding it in place, and then turning your palms up. Close your eyes. Find a comfortable seat. Feel your tailbone rooting down, your spine growing tall, the crown of your head reaching up toward the sky. Inhale fully, all the way down to the bottom of your belly, your pelvis. Exhale completely. Do that again. Let your body expand in all directions. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now inhale and join me in the mantra Ram. Ram. Go ahead and bow your head. Feel the opening along the back of your collarbones, the widening of your shoulder blades. Blink your eyes open and come back to now. Can you feel that fire in your belly? Can you feel that connection to your gut instinct? I think neuroscience is really fascinating, and our guts are actually connected to our brains through the vagus nerve, which carries more nerve cells than our spinal cords. So it's actually, this gut instinct is real when we allow ourselves to tune out all of the outside interferences, including all this technology in our lives, and really come into ourselves. All right, we're going to start with some Kapalabhati breath, which is breath of fire, connecting to our fire center, the fire in our belly. And the Kapalabhati breath is a powerful exhale and a very passive, gentle inhale. And it looks like this, breathing into your belly. You can even put your hands on, feel your belly expanding, and then force the air out so you're really engaging that abdominal wall like this, out through your nose. Okay, so we'll do 2 rounds of 10, and you can take your time with it. If you'd like to pause and blow your nose and come back, I understand. And go ahead, maybe place your hands on your belly. Feel your belly expand. Really forcing the air out, and then natural breath. And we'll do 1 more round. Inhale. Regular breath in. And go ahead and join me on all 4s. Hands, fingers spread wide, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's begin 3 rounds of cat-cow. Relax your belly. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, now lift your belly, bringing your awareness to that center solar plexus. Lift the space between your shoulders. Exhale all the air out. Inhale and lift. Exhale, round. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Curl your toes under. Press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then bend the other knee. Then come up high on your tippy toes. Release your heels down. Push the ground away from you. Maybe you bend your knees if you're feeling particularly tight in your hamstrings. Good. And then find your down dog. Maybe you close your eyes. You could shake your head, yes and no. And breathe. Good. Inhale up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, and just gently walk your feet forward between your hands for a forward fold. Knowing you can always place the blocks under your hands, allowing this pose to be your own. And release your head down. You could also bring your hands behind your ankles. You could also interlace, crossing hand to opposite elbow. For 2, for 1. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step to plank. Pause and plank, reach your heels back, draw your belly up. Feel this lifting. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Elbows hugging in tightly. Untuck your toes. Draw your elbows back, lift your shoulders, draw your belly in. And come into Bhujangasana, low cobra, lifting your heart, drawing your tailbone back, lifting your chest. Exhale, release. We'll do that 2 more times as we warm up the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Curl your toes under. Push your hips back toward your heels. And then rise up, downward facing dog. Good. Go ahead and step your right foot forward between your hands. And rise up into high lunge. Reach your hands forward and up. Lift up. Release your hips down. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, and twist to the right, bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Draw your belly in, reach your left heel back, turn, drawing your hands closer to your left shoulder as you twist and look up over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to high lunge, lift up. Exhale, hands all the way down, step to plank, downward facing dog. Other side, step your left foot forward. Pause, high runner's lunge. Reach your fingers forward and up. Release your hips down, look up. Bring your fingers to touch. Bring your hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Twist to the left, bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Draw your right heel back, lift your hips. Draw your palms closer to your right shoulder as you turn and look up over. As you turn and look up over your left shoulder. Come back to center, rise up. Exhale, hands all the way to the mat. Step to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Good, untuck your toes. Draw your elbows back. Draw your tailbone back. Lift your heart forward, Bhujangasana. Low cobra. Exhale, release. Reach your palms back. Turn your palms to face each other. Inhale and lift your chest up. Reach your palms back. Draw your belly down. Exhale, release. Forehead to the earth. Inhale, lift your shoulders, lift your hands. Draw your tailbone back. Float your chest up, float your feet up. Can you bring your big toes to touch? Reach back a little higher. Salabhasana. Lift everything up. Exhale, release. Good. This time, bend your knees. Reach back. If you can't reach your feet or your ankles, you can use this strap here. Just pause. Find a strap. Place it around your ankles or feet. Good. So bend your knees. Reach back. Draw your belly in. Push your feet into your hands. Lift your feet up. And then draw your chest up. Reach back. Maybe you can float on your belly as you inhale and exhale. Lift everything up. And exhale, release. Release your feet down, hands under shoulders. Curl your toes. Push your hips back toward your heels. Rise up, downward facing dog. Pause here. Step your right foot forward. Push the ground away from you, straighten your right leg. Release your head down. Good. Rebend your right knee, lift up. Exhale, straight legs. Forward fold, over your right leg. Know you can always do this on blocks. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. You may want the blocks for this next pose. Step your back foot in a little bit, a few inches, maybe a foot. Place the block on the outside of your right foot, so pinky edge of your right foot. Bring your right hand to your hip, bring your left hand to the block. So you're twisting toward your right foot, and then you're going to start to look toward your right shoulder, twisting, and then maybe you reach your right hand up. Maybe you twist. Maybe you draw your right hip back as you look up toward your right fingers. Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisting or revolved triangle. Release your right hand down. Good. Release both hands down. Bend your front knee. Step back to plank. And go back, downward facing dog. And we'll go to the other side. Step your left foot forward. Draw your left hip back, forward fold. Inhale, bend your left knee, lift your heart. Exhale, draw your hips back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, draw your hips back. Good. Step your right foot in a few inches to a foot. Place the block on the outside pinky toe edge of your left foot. Bring your right hand to the block. Bring your left hand to your hip. Draw your hip back, draw your shoulder back. Start to turn. And then reach your left hand up. Maybe you look up. I'm gonna step in a little bit closer and look up. Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisting triangle. Release your left hand down. Release both hands. Step back to plank. And go back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Lower to your belly. Lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, release. Bring your elbows under your shoulders, palms, fingers spread wide, hands parallel to each other. Lift your heart, Sphinx pose. Good. And then curl your toes under. Lift your hips up. Push the ground away from you. Lift that space between your shoulders, up, up, up. And then start to walk your feet in for dolphin plank. Push the ground, lift your hips. Good. Walk your feet back. Release your knees down, sit back. Child's pose. Walk your hands back. Rise up to a seat on your ankles. And then bring your feet around in front. Knees bent. Hold onto your knees, lift your spine tall, reach your arms forward. We're gonna come into Navasana. You can do this a few ways. You could float just one foot up. Just switch then. You could float both feet up. You could reach your legs straight. And then exhale to a hover. So lift your chest, look toward your toes, keep your hands lifted. And then exhale, come all the way back up to Navasana. Inhale to a hover. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale to a hover. Feel the fire in your belly. Exhale. And then come to a hover. Release all the way down. Lion's breath out. Let your feet splay out. Pause. Full inhale. Full exhale. Bend your knees, step your feet close to your sit bones. Shift your hips to the left, just an inch or two. Drop your knees to the right. Nice spinal twist. Bring your right hand to the top of your left knee. Reach your left arm out and twist. Slow down your breath. Feel your whole body expanding with your breath. Come back to center. Shift your hips to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Left hand to the top of your right knee. Right arm reaches to the right. Look over your right fingers. Release down. Relax your shoulders. Feel your whole body softening. Relax your jaw. And breathe. Come back to center. Roll to one side and come up to a seat. Good. And we'll close this short but sweet Solar Plexus Chakra Asana with the sound Ram. Bring your hands into Surya Mudra. Ring fingers in, thumbs on top. Hands at your knees. Close your eyes. Feel your tailbone rooting down. Spine growing tall. Crown of your head reaching up toward the sky. Full inhale and full exhale. Join me for a Ram after the next inhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for this Solar Plexus Chakra flow. And from my heart to yours, have a wonderful day. Please subscribe and share it with a friend, and I'll see you on the mat soon. Thanks.